Stitch, come here. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey. Okay, part two. Wish my hair could be better. Um, I'm. I asked my daughter if the vet suggested for her to do allergy testing for her dog, and she said she doesn't remember, but she thought so, and I'm sure he did because allergy testing is really expensive. There's all different ways that you can do it. You can do like a blood test. You could do a hair test. You could have your dog chew on a rope and send it in. Um, and I know this because I've worked with clients, and I've worked with clients that have done two separate allergy tests, and the tests have come back contradicting each other of what allergies the dog was allergic to. So again, I'm sure he recommended that. Um, Now I wanted to back up because people are probably saying, Paula, what food was the dog eating? It could have been the food. So when she got the dog, I mean, her mama's me cut the kibble, so she knew she was going to get him off that kibble right away. And if my memory serves me right, again, she was a college student then. At that time, I was home cooking. I knew she didn't have time for that. But I believe we started her off on Dr. Harvey's food. And for the first year, she actually cooked all the protein herself and added that in with the Dr. Harvey's mix. Um, After a while, I discovered that he wasn't digesting the Dr. Harvey's mix. The carrots were coming out the way they went in. So I believe then we moved to Dr. Marty's, which was freeze dried. And he did good on that. But then I found a really good food that I'm still giving my dog. And it was Steve's Real Food. And all these foods have no synthetic vitamins in it, and they have all whole foods. So he was doing well on that. And she always thought, and I promote Steve's Real Food, okay? But she always thought that it was Steve's Real Food that he got worse. And I don't know. I'm not gaslighting her, but he's always had skin issues, okay? I mean, he was doing Cyclopoint from the beginning, if I remember. So I said, well, Steve's Real Food has goat's milk in it, and not all dogs can tolerate that, and they can get itchy skin. So we took him off of Steve's, and that's when I told her, look, let's try a novel protein. And I wanted her to do this one food that I still am not sharing with you yet because I'm trying to get a discount code for everybody, and then I'll make a big announcement. But she went to the pet store to get it, and they didn't have it, so she got the Vital Essentials rabbit food. And we're going to try that. So what I wanted to talk to you about is, again, you need to get to the gut reason. And I say gut for a reason because it's all about the gut. I always say it's all about the poop, but it's also all about the gut, your microbiome. If your microbiome, this goes for humans too, but I'm talking dogs here. If the microbiome is off, you're going to get skin issues, okay? So, and a lot of dogs have allergies, have skin issues, okay? And everybody's saying it's environmental, it's food allergies. For some people it is food allergies. My own son has food allergies, okay? My niece has food allergies. I get that, okay? But it's also in the gut. And you need to solve that problem. And I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. But why is their microbiome off? It's because dogs are over vaccinated. And I don't want to talk too much about that. I'm not an anti vaxxer. You know, my dog has to get rabies, and I do a mercury free one. My dog gets the core puppy vaccines, but after like 5 or 6 years, I stop all vaccines except for rabies. Every time your dog gets a vaccine, it's decreasing their immune system. And 70% of a dog's immune system, the immunity, comes from the gut. And believe it or not, there's also a microbiome in the dog's mouth, okay? So you need to improve the dog's microbiome, and that's what I have suggested for my daughter, that she buy the protocol for Adored Beast. It's called Leaky Gut Protocol. What is leaky gut? Leaky gut is when a dog eats food and some of the food that's not digested gets into the bloodstream. Okay, it doesn't go through the intestines, and when it goes into the bloodstream, the blood's saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And it's releasing histamines. Okay, and your dog gets the skin allergy. It gets all itchy. Okay, that's what histamines do to your body. Well, she's not there yet in being convinced about leaky gut. And you know, a lot of people aren't. It's something new out there, but the microbiome is something new with science that we're learning for the human also. Your whole immune system, 70%, is in the gut. So you need to make your gut healthy, okay, by doing these supplements. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say for now. Is it's not environmental, maybe it's not a food allergy, and I'll do a follow-up when we go further with this food. Right now she's just doing rabbit because it's a novel protein, and the food that I suggested she do is 90% rabbit. Okay, it's the whole rabbit. It comes from New Zealand, and it has 10% little supplement and vegetable. The Vital Essentials was like all rabbit and just the herring oil. You know, again, who has time? I could do it. That I could cook one protein for my dog for 6 weeks and then add in a little something else and a little something else. But I also don't want to give my dog just meat for 6 weeks, okay? Because that can cause some problems on its own. So you guys need to do research on leaky gut. You should look up adoredbeast.com and look at their leaky gut protocol. And you should get off kibble and be on whole foods. Okay, that's it for now. I'll get back to you, hopefully with good news. And don't trust your vet. Be the voice for your dog. Question every single thing that he says.